everybody, it's Colette Baron-Reid. Welcome to this week's Astro Oracle card reading. For this week, I am pulling a card per zodiac sign. Now, how does this work? So yesterday, we set the tone for this week's reading. So there's an overarching theme for everybody. We're in Mercury Retrograde, remember that one? And we're really taking a look at discernment, how to say no, what happens when something says no to us, what makes us happy, how to be flexible, and the bottom line is how not to take the world personally. Now let's get a little bit more personal by going through these signs. Now I'm going to do 12 signs, obviously. You know your sun sign. You may also know your ascendant and your moon. So now you're going to want to look at all those three cards. If you don't know those, you're going to go to astro.com and put in your birth information, and you're going to get your chart. You'll get the signs that you need to look at. But for now, if that's all you know, just look at your sun sign and pay attention to how that made sense with last week's reading, which you got yesterday. And then you want to see maybe your ascendant and your moon too, and that gives you a very intimate story of what else you can expect this week and what you're going to be working with. What magical elements are in store for you to support you, because we're always asking what's in the highest good for everyone who watches the video. But before we get started, I want to tell you about this new free video series. It's a 3-part video series all about the secrets of Oracle cards. It's coming up in about 5 weeks. So just join my newsletter and you're going to get a notice as to when that is. You're going to want to take it. It's free and it's fabulous and it's really super. I'm revealing some secrets. You're going to want to know some secrets. Alrighty, let's take a look at Aries now. So Aries, never-ending story. So this is really good. So this is what you want to say no to, Aries, is your victim story. This is a week that you want to be very careful that you don't tread over the same story that you've already done, like been there, done that, not doing that again. So whether it's other people's drama, whether it's your own, whether it's your reactions, whether that, you know, you want to push forward too fast in a Mercury retrograde, not always the best thing. And you might need to dial yourself back a little bit, but just know that this is the week you've got to kind of turn that frown upside down, Aries. Now let's take a look at Taurus. I'm going to put this card back and shuffle again. Some people like me, they like it better when I do that because you never know who might have duplicate cards. It's always a dependent the way we decide to do it, but this is how we're doing it. Taurus, ta-da! Poised. Taurus, you're ready for anything this week. This is a great card for a Taurus during the retrograde because, why? Because you like to slow things down. You like to see, that what makes you happy, and you do want to get rid of what you don't like and what's not working for you. You are a little stubborn, so this is a week, though, you're ready for the change that you need to make. So you're totally ready to make the shift. Awesome for you this week, Taurus. Now let's take a look at Gemini next. So Gemini is co-create. So busy bees, Geminis will be this week. Co-create for a Gemini indicates that your creativity is flowing. Again, great. Mercury retrograde, we're going over things. Remember that the whole theme of this week was all about discernment, knowing what you have to say no to. But what makes you happy is where the co-create card comes for Gemini. You're really going to have a great week to try to figure that out. So, and you'll have the juices to do it. Fabulous. Now let's take a look at us little Cancers. Ta-da! Ooh, community in the protection position. I love that there. So for those of you who are new at this, when a card is upside down, it means that it's in the protection position. And the protection position means that you're getting an extra hug from spirit. In this case, because we are looking at the discernment of not for you, that was the card, that was everybody's card for the week. And then subsequently, what lights you up, who makes you happy. In this case, it's a who. Like, what community do you join? What do you have to say no to? I just got a lot of invitations lately to join all these different groups, and I'm having to say no. So this makes total sense to me. And I'll be honest, I have FOMO. It's very typical of Cancerians, the fear of missing out. Oh my God, what if I don't say no? What will happen? You got to say no. So for us Cancers, yeah, learn and who makes you feel good, and just say no to the people that you know take from you and don't give back, etc. Law of reciprocity. Remember, give and take, give and take. Okay, thank you. Now let's look at our little Leos. Not little Leos. Leos are shiny Leos. And if you have, again, remember those first signs so far, we did Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. What do you have a Cancer moon? Do you have a Cancer rising or ascendant? Do you have any one of those four? Then you also read that card, even if you might be, say, a Pisces. You get it? Now let's take a look at, let's do the bottom one. Leo is poised. So that's good. So Leo is ready for anything. Also, yes, we have also poised number 2. In the Leo's case, I think this is really also, because Leo is a fixed sign, and once you get onto something, you tend to like it that way. And so this is saying that you are ready to make the change, similar to Taurus, which is also a fixed sign, right? So it's like fixed means that it's hard to move. There's a stubborn quality to this. In your case, it's really you are ready for the lights. You know, turn those lights on. You are ready. And when you say no to the things that just drag you down and say yes to the ones that don't, you really can shine. Virgo, let's see about Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Higher power in the protection position. So Virgo is a sign of the sacred servant and organized. And there's a real, again, that is perfection. That's a typical quality of the Virgo personality. Can be self-critical too. So this is not a week for self-criticism for you, Virgo. This is a week to remember that you are blessed and that your higher power loves you, and that, you know, you aren't doing this world by yourself, that there's a higher purpose even amongst the things that are somewhat not available to you when you need it or want it, in the moment when you think it means something more than it does. Remember, don't take this world personally is that observer card from yesterday. And if you guys haven't seen yesterday's reading, you need to go look at it. So it's up, and I know you can find it. Waking puppy break. Good morning. I know you were napping. Oh, bujabula. Did you give mommy a kiss? Yes. Okay. Go look at the people watching you. I love my dog. So check it out if you subscribe to this channel. Something fabulous is going to happen. You get to see my dogs every week. And you're going to get these awesome readings right into your inbox. If you click on the little bell when there's a notification, once you subscribe to the channel, bing, it comes up, click on it, and that means you'll get the emails. And you'll get about a couple a week, one from the reading yesterday, which you should have watched, and it's so fabulous, and then today's Astro Oracle reading. Yay! Okay, let's take a look at this now. Let's take a look at Libra. Libra, Treasure Island. Now, I love Treasure Island matched with Not For You, and then when the observers at the end, then we had remember exchanging gifts, and then we had happy, and we had, you know, the blessed card and flexible. So we had all these cards that represented, once we said no to the stuff that we know didn't work, we had an opportunity, right? There was an opportunity. And for you, Libras, the opportunity means that you're really going to hone in to what's important to you in terms of what you value. This is about value and the type of prosperity where you feel rich. It doesn't have to be with money. It can be, though. But that sense of, I am rich. When do you feel that? I am worthy. I am rich. My life has value, and it has great meaning. So that's your theme for this week. Let's look at Scorpio. This is fun. I'm enjoying this, guys. Bingo. Flexible. Scorpio. There you go. Scorpio, you have flexible. Flexible, again, Scorpios, deep, complex, can be a little not forgiving as much as we would like to. If your moon is in Scorpio, your rising is in Scorpio, you know you're also very mystical and a very kind of, I don't know, there's like this, the quality of being able to go into the underworld, and that's a beautiful quality, and you need that these days. And for you, this is a week for you when you say no to things. Remember, I talked a lot about checking out, you know, well, what if this works? What if this doesn't work? You might not know what works for you yet this week, so be okay with checking things out without having to land on the specific X marks the spot. Be flexible about that, and you'll be good. All right, now let's take a look at, I believe we are at Sagittarius. Yes, we are. I met so many Sages when I was away. Time to go. So, Time to Go and Not For You are two of the most obvious cards in my deck without saying yes or no, which I don't ever do readings on because these are really prescriptive rather than predictive, and we don't want to take away the power of the person reading the cards. So you have to make that discerning choice yourself. When do you have to say goodbye to something? Like maybe you've gone as far as you can on a project and you think like, oh, I have to keep making it better. And it's like, it's not quite there. And sometimes you just say, okay, I just got to ship it, right? You just got to like say, okay, I'm done. And you might try to chase something over and over again, like try, and it's not working out. So it's time to go. So really take a look at that. How much work have you put into something that you think you could keep going, but say, you know what, I think I need to take a break. So this is what you have to discern for yourself this week, Sagittarius. Now let's take a look at Capricorn. Oopsie, I cheated and looked, so I have to shuffle them again. Did you turn the heat up, Mark? You did, right? Okay, I'm really cold today. Don't know why. You can talk, Mark. They know you're behind the camera. Right? You guys like seeing Mark. Mark, put your hand and say hi. Okay, Cappies, Capricorns, between worlds. You're not 100% where you need to be yet. Again, remember the 2 flanking cards yesterday we started with not for you. We landed with the observer, not taking the world personally. So again, that sense of needing to be flexible, not sure. You think you might have landed on something and it wasn't 100% exactly clear. Or maybe you launched something and, a service for people and it didn't turn out as good as you thought. Who cares? This is the week to say, okay, what did I learn from that? And let's take the best parts of it and let go of the other stuff. So it's polishing. So just know it's okay to be between worlds. You're not going to land exactly on X marks the spot, like I said to somebody else earlier in the reading. Now let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius, let's see. Gunk. Round and round. Excellent second chances for you, Aquarius. The round and round is a natural spiral. If you notice, we did a picture of the Nautilus with the oracle's face in it. And what was pertinent to creating the art for this deck was that we wanted to use a unique way of kind of twisting out what was in nature, natural. Like, for example, we have a zebra with giraffe skin, and the giraffe skin is coming off, and there's a zebra. So, we had a fork in the road, with the llama going one way. If you notice the art, it's very eclectic and kind of weird on purpose. We wanted it that way. So this is to remind all of us that there's a natural spiral of events that come into all of our lives where we get opportunities to do things again in a better way than we have done before. So round and round for Aquarius is like you get a chance to have a second chance this week. Again, great during a Mercury retrograde because we always want to do over things during Mercury retrogrades. So that's great for you. And last but not least, we're looking at Pisces. Pisces TikTok. You have all the time in the world this week, Pisces, to just make those discerning moments. This may be a week where you might be a little or a teeny bit, I don't know, not clear. You might find yourself being a little off base. Not to say that every single Pisces watching this video is, but that maybe there's a lack of groundedness, and with all the planetary aspects right now, it would actually make sense that a lot of us wouldn't feel particularly grounded. So for you in particular, you want to be very clear about not putting unrealistic timetables for yourself this week or looking at the past that you've made mistakes. So this is also through the lens of the past. Let's say you guys have Moon in Pisces or Ascendant in Pisces, same would go for you. Like, do you actually look at, oh my God, look at these things I'm discerning that aren't for me and I shouldn't have done that. That's not what this is for. This is like, oh, this is good to know. Great information. That wasn't as effective as I hoped. And that might have been coming from an old wound or an unconscious behavior or thought process. I have plenty of time to change that because you don't change things overnight. You could have an epiphany, then you have to integrate the epiphany. So just don't put unrealistic expectations on yourself this week about your timetable for your life. Alrighty. So I will see you next time. Bye. She's looking at me. She's going to go right back to sleep unless I give her a COO. K-I-E. She hasn't learned that word yet. Yay. Bye.
Spell you.